Doesn't mean that it's not. It also could be Gragas jungle, so we'll have to wait and see. But Poppy is also going to be in the jungle.
Okay.
These drafts, or this last draft, has really kind of thrown us for a bit of a loop here in terms of what we are going to see and what we expect to be strong. Let's see if there's one more swap here, but I expect this Sion jungle.
Live Sandbox?
Was it Live Sandbox? It was Nongshim, right?
Nongshim. Someone?
You're talking about Bro, right? For D+, it was DRX.
It was DRX.
As Kana is going to get found here, level 1.
Yep, he's just going to wander it out. The Q is called.
Less devastating in this case.
All wandering past slowly. Q missing. Has turned into Crescent Guard, which is...
that's the Xin Zhao.
Yeah, Zin's ultimate. But it used to be Crescent Sweep. As okay, heroic charge, and that is Kana flashing away. Nicely done. But still, the flash after him from Morgan. They will lock down the Gragas. 5. As is Umpty, so not going to be able to helicopter anyone away or anything like that, as now Ivory slowed down. Rockets are going to be in, as the flash has to be used. Canyon, he just can't start the train. Empress Divide comes through, and Canyon is just delivered. That is first blood to Henna.
Timing. Which ShowMaker could come in with package that was nerfed. Speaking of ShowMaker,
is not going to get stunned into the wall, as the Valkyrie going to be used relatively late. Who is very far behind in this lane. The Renekton working out exactly the way it should in this top side this time. Probably the best it has all series. As I say that, I may have cast a Cursed Our Lord, who will flash, but there's the flash body slam. Bomber comes through as well. And oh man, there is too much CC, but there is not a lot of damage. As now Morgan is slicing and dicing, just going for the 1v2, but the fully charged Q comes in. Morgan has another one, and man, they worked for it. And D+K will be able to pick that one up.
He almost had his Gore Drinker back too. Like, he almost lived a little bit longer, as here comes Umpty.
All right, Umpty's going to get pushed back there as they look to try and isolate Rahel, and they will be able to succeed. ShowMaker teleports in, and now looking for Umpty. Doesn't get there. And Canyon, speaking of another Drake, he has started this cloud up as Ivory possibly in trouble. ShowMaker throwing rockets at him, and now they'll have control of the river. Going to be difficult for Ivory to get back, but he does have teleport. Might be their opportunity as now Henna. Decent CC guns as Umpty just walks in and steals it. All right. Okay, Umpty. That's some incredible smite work as Ivory's teleported forward. There's the final chapter. The package is going to split the fight as Henna flashes on over, and ShowMaker, he has to flash as well. Valkyrie going to be available, and oh my goodness, on a sliver of health. ShowMaker will survive just barely. The Dragon doesn't survive. 3,000 gold in the lead, and oh, never mind. They're diving turrets and stuff. Doing things here as Rahel.
To the fight, he has to TP in to mid.
He will be able to do so as Canyon. Will you be able to get it here as nope. That is going to be Soul Point, and now Morgan is going to find the backline, but the fire kick is going to come through. Umpty is going to get cold. Rahel lands so many of those bullets, but Umpty's just walking it out. There's the bomber, and I think Umpty's going to buy some time, but he will definitely fall. ShowMaker collects that kill. That's going to be the second for D+Kia.
But if you're ShowMaker here, maybe he makes a play.
That's a package. He's going to interrupt Ivory here. He doesn't actually get the damage. The flash has to come out, but ShowMaker will take that solo kill. Man, ShowMaker just using the last seconds of his package. But let's have a look at this.
Yeah, let's watch this first. And obviously, Morgan's on a flank angle here to try to help Tanai, and he flanked from ShowMaker, who teleports into the mid lane. He's just so late here. He can't make the impact in this fight that they were looking for. And yes, Umpty will die, but it takes so much time here. Ivory can get over the wall. Nice body slam attempt there from Kana. He doesn't have to flash. And then ShowMaker's like, what can I do with this package? Where is there any good targets or any lurking Azirs in the lane? And then,
wow, he saw him for like half a second. He's like, I will kill you. And it looked like he got hit by the Emperor's Divide. That's how...
Well, it's 50 seconds, and this Drake is really critical for Brion.
That's another culling being used here. Of course, Henna does have a heck of a lot of lifesteal, although Severin does just...
Honeyfruit really going to help Umpty out here as they are trying to get into a position where Henna can actually get something done.
Well, Henna actually diving forward. Rahel so incredibly low. As ShowMaker, the final chapter not quite going to work out there as Canyon had to try and get himself in there. Didn't want to be
There's a ward on this Baron, so this is not a surprise to Breon at all. Ivory has ult. Henna's shield is huge.
He's going to dive towards ShowMaker. He does have the package. There's the flash in from Canna as Henna is completely removed, but he still has his cat. He is still feeling fine as the train is going to miss, and Henna is just going to start ripping through him instead. Now Morgan looking for his opportunity, but ShowMaker is kiting quite beautifully here. The big one just barely all the way out of the woods. I think there's still a game here as the knockup does come forward, and as we cast a curse him, Henna is going to be able to get out of there, so never mind.
He's back at full health.
Yeah, Ocean Soul is pretty ridiculous if you don't manage to actually just confirm a kill. Jungle camps, unable to be taken, all this sort of stuff is, all right, that's goodbye to the Gragas.
I just want to see this inhib. Yeah, that's going to be, if they can get this inhib, it's guaranteed mid-prio for the Elder, but they're unsuccessful. Teleport flank here from Kana.
All right, here it is. Henna once again, not going to be hit by the Scion. Kana looks for Henna here, wants to find it, but he's just not going to be able to get in. He's just taken down, and Henna is untouched in this fight. Moonlight Vigil comes down as Canyon going to get stunned up. He should be able to survive, but no one can walk up on this bro.
As this is just D+ holding their breaths right now.
Well, they need to be decisive as Canyon, pretty tanky here. Umpty taking a lot of damage. Remember, he's the jungler, and this is the Elder. As ShowMaker, he has teleported in this time around. They're going to start this fight in earnest. Umpty, where is that ultimate going to land? That's the question. He's going to wind it up. As in goes ShowMaker. He finds the package. Ivory goes golden to avoid damage now as Morgan dives on him. Rahel, it's a decent cleanse, and no one's died just yet. There's the culling. Ivory taking a lot as Rahel is going to be taken down. Canna gets over the wall, and Henna is at full health. Ladies and gentlemen, the heroic charge, and that is a dead Corki. There is no damage left for D+ Kia, and this is the day of OK Savings Bank Breon. They will take the Elder. They will destroy the nexus of D+ Kia.
Just outplayed, start to finish. No tricky upsets, nothing about this game as, Rahel was in, and that's why they lost. They got out-jungled, they got outplayed in the top 2v2 2 games in a row, and Henna ends up popping off in the mid-game, and this is peak Breon.
Absolutely. Morgan just casually tanking the turret for as long as he would like. Canna going to be ignored for a few moments before his nexus is obliterated. And yeah, Rahel gets into the picture, but he watches his own Nexus fall, and Umpty, look at that, launches out of his chair. Edgar is losing his mind. How wholesome is this team, man?
I mean, it was a draft that we didn't like. It was a draft we didn't trust, and they turned the early game on its head. Umpty's playing around topside. Then, when we see that attempted to be salvaged by Canyon, he goes bottom as the Aphelios that's killing the Milio lane. He ults away the Milio. They kill the Lucian. Man, Breon, man, this is, I mean, talk about big turnarounds. I don't think I've ever seen a week 1 to week 2 bounce back like this. And I mean, there's just
what about a game 1 to game 2 bounce
exactly,
back?
Like there's just not even really that much I can say bad about D+ in this series either. They just got straight outplayed.
Yeah.
I mean, Rahel also had a good series overall. I mean, it wasn't about him. It was about Morgan, it was about Umpty, and it was about Henna.
I mean, I think the bottom line...